two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Keep playing hard.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Check Mike 54. Waiting. Mike 54. Hey, two. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Young lady. Mike 54.
On first and 10, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Balaj, and an alley to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Allen. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. They run it with Balaj. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, that is caught at the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Number 53, Mike 53. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Double dog. That's the way. Shit, lady. Shit.
A first down throw, Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Darnold. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Mike 49. Come to my work. We won't.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man is Anderson. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense just playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Here's Darnold. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. To throw again on second down. Allen, he's going to fire one deep up into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, it's Darnold. Johnson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. They got a man. It's Woods. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And Woods has it complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
X3, 218, chop it.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and 1, Darnold caught here by Bell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, ladies.
On 1st down, Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Say it.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Darnold keeps it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Balaj. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56. Go.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
They go play action here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
49, guys. Mike.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
3 and out. Fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going to go. It's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll... Carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here's Allen to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for the Bills. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balazs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Boston Scott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
49. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Rush in. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Oh, here we go. Oh. 49.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Darnold, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 yards there and it'll bring up 2nd down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second off here to his running back. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Again, it's Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.